Okay, so today's video is on something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time and you guys have been asking for it, and it is a Indian wedding makeup look for like guests and attendees. I always have something on my feet. Story of my life. When I think of Indian wedding makeup, I think of like having like a lot of fun with it, right? Indian weddings are just so festive and like beautiful, and it's like, I know when people go and attend them, they also want to like kind of play into this whole like lavish theme. So it really is a time where you can kind of like play up certain things. Sometimes I look at the brides and I'm like, that's definitely the bride with like the intense eye makeup with a bunch of glitter. There is an in-between, and I'm loving Indian fusion looks. A lot of times I go to Indian weddings and wear just like kind of like a crop top and like a flowy skirt and like play up my jewelry and my and like wear a bindi and kind of just like create this like Indian fusion beauty look, and I've been loving it. So I kind of want to show you. I hope you guys think it's simple. I think it's great for guests that are attending, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to start by obviously priming the skin, and to do that, I'm going to use this ARMANI moisturizing balm. Honestly, I've just been using it lately, and it is expensive, but you guys, the way it feels on my skin and how it brightens your face before you put on the rest of your makeup is unreal. And then obviously I have to color correct. My skin has been kind of cray-cray lately, so I definitely have to color correct using the red on dark spots and green Smashbox color stick to cover up the little red acne marks and redness I have on my face. If you guys want to learn more about color correcting, I have a whole color correcting series that you can watch. Click on the top to see more on that. And then, okay, so I've been on a crazy hunt for foundations that match my skin tone. Everyone has been raving about this L'Oreal Infallible Glow Pro, their new foundation that luminizes your skin. It has like the right yellow undertone, you guys. Like, I think I really did find a foundation that matches me. And don't let it fool you if it looks a little off on the screen. It definitely does match my skin, and it did go with my neck. By the end of this, you will notice that it actually does match really well. Okay, so this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer is kind of insane, you guys. Like, I don't even color correct under my eyes because of the coverage it gives me. And I have been using the normal one, but then I found out they have this travel size waterproof one, and it kind of changed my life. I'm obsessed with it. The shade Tan works really well for me. I used to mix colors, and then I realized that the shade Tan is kind of sort of perfect on my skin tone. So it's been my go-to. Luminizes under the skin. It's great. And then after I kind of put on the base of my face, I use this Laura Mercier translucent powder. I mean, honestly, like 5 years later, and I'm still obsessed with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's my go-to. Okay, you guys, NARS came out with a limited edition bronzing duo with two of my favorite shades, Laguna being one of them, which is like one of their best sellers. And I'm using it to contour my face because honestly, I don't want creams on my face as much as possible because I sweat so much during Indian weddings, dancing around like cray-cray. Okay, so I remembered I had this BECA brush that I love, so I had to go back and use that because it's amazing, and it just makes it easy to contour. And you obviously have to do a nose contour. It is such a difference in pictures. Like, I didn't think I needed it, but when I look at pictures, it just defines your face so well. Okay, obviously the BECA JACLYN Hill palette. You guys have been seeing me use it all the time on Snapchat. I'm obsessed with the blush on the far left of the palette. Been using it a lot, and Prosecco Pop has been giving me life. It has like gold undertones to it that's really nice with the warmth of my skin, so I've been using it a lot. And I know, gosh, I'm so sorry, the light of my my ring light kind of washes me out. The glow is beautiful on my skin tone. I was obsessed with Champagne Pop, but Prosecco Pop is giving me so much life right now. Okay, so this Maybelline eye primer I'm obsessed with, especially for Indian makeup looks, because it has a shimmer to it. It's called Highlight. And so what it does is before you put on your eyeshadow, it obviously, you know, preps the eye and keeps the eyeshadow lasting, but it has this like shimmer that comes through. So when I use this Tarte Cosmetics Graveyard Girl palette, the shade I'm using right now is matte. It's this like orangey shade, and you guys have been asking for one that's kind of comparable to the peach palette, Sweet Peach palette, because it's sold out. And honestly, the Graveyard Girl has a shade in it that's very comparable to the peach shade that I've been using a lot from that palette, so I wanted to make sure to use that for this look. But I mean, like, okay, so this is what I mean by Indian fusion. Like, you would never think I would use like a peach shade on my face, right, for an Indian makeup look. But that kind of shimmer comes through in just the right amount of way with that Maybelline to where it's like the perfect kind of fusion mix. And honestly, I wasn't even gonna go into the crease. I usually don't like to go too crazy with my eye makeup and keep it really simple for you guys. But I don't know, I really liked this, like, this color that I'm using in the crease of my eye is this like very slightly shimmery, purpley brown. And it was just so beautiful. And honestly, again, like I would use this if I was going out on with like a crop top or an Indian wedding. I love that it has that subtle shimmer. Nothing too crazy. This palette is really pigmented. So when I originally put it on, I was like, okay, I should have probably dabbed a little less than I did. But it's all good as long as you blend it through. Look how much I'm blending. It's very crucial that you make sure you do that so it looks really nice and clean. And of course, I have to highlight the corners of my eyes and obviously underneath the brow bone with this beautiful shimmery shade inside the palette as well. To be honest, I think out of the two, I do like the Too Faced one slightly more in terms of how the powders of the pigments come off, but this palette from Graveyard Girl and Tarte is very comparable. And I'm using that actual same peachy shade to do a slight smoky under the eyes. Of course, you guys know I'm obsessed with that. Okay, so for my brows, I'm using the new Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. I will say that I love this one for an Indian wedding makeup look because it is very, it's more intense than the Anastasia brow is. So that's the difference between the two. It comes on a little more intense, but I like to have really defined bold brows for Indian weddings. Oh God, oh, bless me. I forgot I did that. Sorry, I'm like talking to my girlfriend in the corner and I'm obviously feeling myself right now too. But since it does come on so intense, it's important that you brush it out with the other end, obviously with the spoolie. But the shade 4 works really well on me. So I was pretty impressed with the Benefit brow, what is it called? Goof Proof. So this NYX liquid liner, I'm really into, but honestly, I would say it is more for somebody who's more advanced because you really do have to feel comfortable being able to draw on the wing more than the Stila Cosmetics liquid liner. But I've been loving it because honestly, it comes on so pigmented. I love anything with the liquid liner that you can actually dip into a pot because it's always keeping it so nice and wet, which is so good for me when I'm getting at that wing, and it gives it a nice, precise point. Obsessed. In general, you guys know how much I love a highlight, and adding a waterline, like a nice highlight shade right there, really just adds an extra pop, just like it does to the corner of your eyes. I love doing that. Okay, I just discovered this is Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. It acts like an eyeliner. I've never seen a better mascara for bottom lashes than this It Cosmetics one. I'm obsessed. All right, here we go to lash strips. You guys, I'm still getting good at this. I've always had, not always, but recently I've been doing lash extensions, but I've taught myself recently to start using strips because I had an allergic reaction to lash extensions and I'm kind of over them right now. But these Iris Beauty ones in Sriracha are so giving me so much life. Like they look like you're wearing like triple the lashes. And honestly, when else are you gonna do that besides an Indian wedding? And last but not least, you guys know how much I love Jouer Cosmetics in general, but their liquid lipsticks are really, really, truly different from all the ones out there. They're stunning. This shade has this beautiful shimmer to it that's perfect for Indian weddings. It just goes really well with the eye makeup. I'm obsessed with it. And that is really it. You're ready to go. Hope you guys like this tutorial. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. So really quickly, I want to show you one of my favorite kind of summer go-to wedding hair looks. Super easy. All you do is take some gel. I'm using this one from Orbe. Put about a dime size amount in your hand like this and rub your hands together and comb it through like so. That's really it. Thanks for watching.